To Congressman Doggett, who represents San Marcos in the United States Congress. We have a great friend in Congressman Doggett. His commitment to Hays County is long-standing since he first served our county as a Texas State Senator. In his 3 years of service as our congressman, he has been a partner with the City of San Marcos, always accessible and personally involved, ensuring that the city has the support it needs to meet the demands of our growing community. An advocate for San Marcos and all of Hays County, please welcome our friend and Congressman Doggett.
You know, I think for all of us who are not full-time members of this department, we really feel honored to share in the pageantry, in the tradition, and in the justifiable pride that you have in this department. The relationship between American people and their firefighters is a long and cherished one. Just across the Potomac River from where Libby and I reside most weekdays in Washington is the Friendship Firehouse. It dates 100 years back before the start of this department to 1774, even before the birth of our nation. George Washington was one of the volunteers in that department. The traditions, as the mayor mentioned here in San Marcos, are similarly cherished. What a ways we've come in that 125, almost 126 years since 50 men gathered to be volunteers to meet the needs of this community. And I love that reference that you had in the story about this gathering today in 1906, describing this as a department of volunteers with 3 horses, 1 paid man, and 1,600 feet of good hose. We have a little of that hose left over here today, but what progress we have seen since that time. Professional firefighters, chiefs, the administration of this department, our EMTs that play such a role in putting their lives on the line for this community. And it's great to be partners with you, Mayor, and the members of this council who have been good stewards of the tax dollars. Before any foundation was laid here to do the planning and the hard work to see that this was an environmentally sensitive structure and that you got the most money for the buck for the taxpayer. We recognize that this department is there. As the mayor of another city said, what type of men and women are there who actually walk into fires to save their neighbors, who put their lives on the line, who risk everything to ensure the security of the community? I did not, as the mayor mentioned, I did not want the other first responders in San Marcos, our police, to be left out of this gathering. And while we played a role in working with the chiefs to secure $200,000 in federal money for this department for training and equipment that will be important right here at this station, I've had some more recent success following up on a request that the mayor and members of the council made to me in Washington concerning the police department, and just recently obtained from an appropriations subcommittee approval for $400,000 in new federal support to the San Marcos Police Department. With this support, at the request of the city, we will be developing a regional tactical operational command center. The mayor mentioned the close relationship between the police, the EMTs, and the fire department, and the security challenges that are faced here. This is a center for strategic planning and communications. It will be based here in San Marcos, but it will serve a number of counties around the area, from Blanco, Caldwell, over to Bastrop County that I also represent. And Chief Williams will use these federal funds to equip this new command center and to see that there's good interconnection between the officers on the beat, their patrol cars, and the command center. It will be a good complement to what's being done here at the fire station. San Marcos has such a unique natural environment. For us, it's always been personal. As our daughters were growing up, they always wanted to celebrate their birthdays tubing down the San Marcos River. A special place, and what this fire department and the leadership of the city does to that beautiful natural environment is that it adds a secure environment so that everyone knows 24/7 there's someone there on call to assure their safety. It's no wonder that Business Week names this one of the best places in the country to raise your kids, why San Marcos High is named by Newsweek as one of the top picks for best high schools, and all of this occurring, Commissioner Barton, in the 15th fastest growing county in the entire nation. I look forward to continuing to work with our local leadership at the city and the county level to support the decisions that you make with some federal dollars for specific needs that you have. 911, of course, doesn't ring in my office, but when any of the members of this department chief and our firefighters need federal assistance and support with continuing work with our safer grants and the like at the federal level, I want to be on call for you because you're always on call for us. If we run into any closed doors up there in Washington or elsewhere, that there's some guys here with axes, men and women who know how to use them to cut right through. So today we celebrate moving forward, not just with this department, but for all of the cities. We are not just building a fire station, we're building the latest addition to what makes San Marcos such a special place, a place that more and more people want to call home and feel very safe in doing so. Thank you very much.
It's been a great appreciation to the office of those in this facility and a special point in the history of the San Marcos Fire Department. And we thank you. When we work with officials at every level, what we need to remember is that we work with people. It doesn't matter about department, it's about giving the tax dollars back and use the best for those citizens. So I thank you for that.
Mayor, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm going to put this up in Washington. You know, when you all came in the office, right there is Old Main when you walk in, so this will be appropriate to be right next to it. Thank you very much. It means a lot.